Earlier this week, I received my first negative feedback on eBay. Well, that's a lie. Actually, I've had 2 negative feedbacks in the past, but they were fraudulent, so I had those removed. And with this negative feedback, I thought that was going to be the same case. You can see I still have, Harry Tornado 508 feedback, 1 negative feedback. So I called eBay yesterday, expecting them to kind of just get rid of the negative feedback like they have done twice for me in the past. And it did not quite go as planned. In this video, I'm just gonna share that phone call with you guys. I used my GoPro yesterday to record that. I'll edit it down to a digestible size for you guys just to get the gist. But as of now, which is almost 24 hours later, the feedback has not been removed. So we will see what happens today.
Hi, welcome to eBay. You're calling about feedback, is that right?
Yes, finally. 2 minutes, 3 seconds into the phone call and I finally get transferred to a real person.
Hello, thank you for calling eBay. Can I get your name?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Josh Varnell.
How can I help you?
So I recently had a buyer buy an item from me, and they left me negative feedback. And I didn't know if you guys could take a look at this. Basically what had happened was it was a pair of shoes that she bought. And as I was packing the shoes, one of the straps broke on the pair of shoes. I messaged her through the eBay app and asked if she still wanted the shoes. I sent her a picture of the what was broken, and she didn't respond. And I have 1 day handling time set up on my store, so I went ahead and shipped out the shoes the next day because I didn't want to get a ding for shipping late. I sent her another message. I'm saying, I said, the shoes are still broken. I'm sending them to you anyway. If you don't like them, I'll give you a complete full refund, everything. I just have to ship these out. I also included a handwritten note inside the package that said, something to that extent. So she received the item last week, sometime last week, and 4 days later, it left me negative feedback. And the comment on the negative feedback was in Spanish, and I believe it loosely translates to, item was basically broken, what can I do? I'm like, well, if you would have read my 2 previous messages, I could have told you what to do. I could just remove this feedback and I can give her a full refund and let her keep the shoes.
Itself with the feedback, it doesn't go against any policy, so it won't allow us to actually remove it.
I've called before and had feedback removed twice before in similar situations. So I'm not saying that, what you're saying is incorrect. I'm just saying that in the past, this has been, I pride myself in offering, great customer service. I've had over 1,000 transactions, over 500 positive feedback. And I don't know what, if I wouldn't have shipped these shoes out, if I would have just canceled her order, I felt like that would have been worse than sending them. It's not my fault, that she doesn't read emails from eBay and doesn't understand, English, I guess. So I'm just trying to figure out,
Gotcha.
like I said, I'm not concerned about the shoes or the money. She can keep the shoes. I'll give her a full refund. I just want that negative feedback removed.
So they go by either, like, if it was, like, considered extortion, any cussing or anything like that, or if it's something, like, concerning the listing that was stated. It wasn't any of that. So it doesn't give us an option to remove, but you can still reply and see if you can get that resolved.
Could I maybe speak?
Do a revision.
Yes, ma'am. I totally appreciate what you guys do there. You guys are, I'm sure people call and yell at you all the time. But I've had 2 feedbacks removed before that were this similar situation. There was no profanity, there was no extortion, there was no threatening to leave negative feedback. It was just people that didn't understand how eBay works. She got broken shoes and she's leaving negative feedback without asking me for a resolve on my part, which I've already offered her twice in messages.
No, I get you. I can get somebody on the line. It is still going to give them the same options. If you rather, them tell you that, that's fine. We could still get them on the line and they can go over the same options.
How would you explain that I've had feedback removed twice before then, without extortion or anything like that?
Yeah, again, without extortion or any of these, it shouldn't have been removed. Still get a supervisor. Again, they are going to advise you of the same thing, but I'm willing to get one for you.
Sure. Yes, ma'am. I'd like to speak with one. Yes, ma'am. Again,
okay.
Nothing against you.
All right,
You've been awesome.
Minutes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's okay. I don't take any offense to it. I mean, I understand how hard the feedbacks are. So I'll get someone on the line. Just give me a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. So I'm actually getting you over connected, so you enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you've done so far.
You're welcome.
Yes,
no problem. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you for holding. My name is can I help you today?
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm a little bit busy, but
I can imagine.
Overall, how are you?
I'm better than I could ever imagine as well. So I've got an issue here.
Yeah. Normally, under normal circumstances, this feedback would not be removable based off of the feedback itself. Right? We look at the
she wasn't threatening or anything like that. Yeah.
Right. So based off of what they put, it would not be removable. But I do show, and I don't know if Nisha missed this or what, but I do show that you offer free returns.
I do.
So if you did issue a refund, it would be removable. You don't have to have their permission or anything like that or communicate. But if you did go ahead and issue the refund, that would make the feedback become eligible. That's part of the seller pays returns protection. Just to be very clear with you, though, it is only because you're offering the free returns on this particular listing and if the refund goes through.
Yeah.
Everything else, being top rated, being a great seller, the communication, all of that doesn't qualify for removal. It's literally only if you offer the free return policy and issue a refund.
And yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Go ahead and if it does not get removed automatically after you issue the refund, give it 24 hours or so, and then you can definitely give us a call back. We can remove it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
As of now, called. This is the second day in a row I've called. They've all said that the feedback should be removed, but obviously it's not. It's still showing negative feedback, and it's 10:31 a.m. So hopefully after I talk to this guy, he'll be able to remove that. I'll refresh my screen. It'll go to 507 total feedback and 100% positive. So let's see. Just got off the phone with Jason at eBay. He said that the negative feedback would be removed in just a moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the eBay page here. And it is gone. You can see there, I have 509 feedback. I don't know why, but that negative feedback is gone, and I'm back to, I don't know where it says, no negative feedback, 100% positive feedback. So my lesson learned from this phone call was that as long as you offer free return shipping on any returns, any negative feedback you receive from that buyer is removable once you give a full or a partial refund. So that is just one more benefit to offering free returns on your account. So I would highly recommend you guys do this. I'm pretty sure, I've had free returns on my account since I started, so I'm pretty sure that's how the other two negative feedbacks were removed as well. That not everybody that works at eBay knows what they're doing. That girl she was professional, she was polite, but she just didn't check my account to see that I had free return shipping on there. I'm happy I got this resolved. Sorry, Carmen D_0, that I sent you broken shoes, but please don't give me negative feedback for that. I did everything in my power that I could know to do. And so I'm happy that eBay pulled through for me this time, even though it did take 2 phone calls and an escalation to a manager. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. You're the best, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.